This video will show you how to select a room through general room selection, which takes place online. By this point, you will have received your room selection time slot, and you've determined which of your roommates has the best time slot. You should plan to have the roommate with the best time slot log into their room selection application to assign themselves and their roommates. When you log back into your room selection application at the start of your time slot, you'll be taken directly to the room selection page. Your time slot will be displayed here, so you'll know if it's started yet. You can also go back to the roommates page if you want to see who your currently confirmed roommates are, or if you need to add or drop roommates from your group. This roommates page will remain open during the entirety of room selection if you need to make any changes to your roommate group. Back on the room selection page, once your time slot begins, the links in the submenu will become available to you. If you log into your application prior to the start of your time slot and these links are not available, once your time slot begins, you may need to refresh your application to open these links. You can do this by going back to the Apply for Housing link at the top of the page and selecting your 2015-16 application again. During the regular time slots of February 27th and March 2nd and 3rd, residents will only see the Select Room and Open Assignments options. On March 4th and 5th, the Extended Selection link will become available. During general room selection, you must completely fill a room in order to select it. During extended selection, you do not have to fill a room, meaning a student can select by themselves, can select a triple room, even if they're the only person currently being assigned to that space. Once you're ready to browse available rooms, click the link Select Room. You will see a list of the buildings that currently have vacancies. If a building is not listed, that means there are no open spaces in that building. You can select a building to view how many rooms are available in that building. To browse other buildings, be sure to use the internal navigation links and not the back button on your browser. Once you've selected a building that you want to live in, you can then select a floor by clicking to highlight. Then click Save and Continue. This Rooms page shows you all of the available rooms on that particular floor. The number shown next to each room shows the number of available spaces and the total capacity of the room, so that you know how many vacancies are in each room. The D next to the room number indicates that the gender is dynamic, which means that the room is not yet designated for male or female. Once someone selects the room, it then shows the gender of that person. If you see an M or an F next to the room, it means the room is already designated for a specific gender. If you are selecting an apartment that consists of a double and a single, like apartment 813 in this example, you can select both the double and single rooms, since those two rooms are part of one apartment. Since I only have one roommate, I can only select an apartment with 2 vacancies. Once you've identified the room you want to select, click once to highlight it and then click Save and Continue. This next page is where you will assign yourself and your roommates. You'll notice that this page puts the room on hold for you for 5 minutes. If you don't complete your assignment during this 5-minute window, the space is then released to other residents browsing for rooms. Assign yourself and your roommates a space by using the drop-down menus. Once you've assigned yourself and your roommates, click Reserve Beds. If you receive an error message, it may be because you haven't completely filled the room or you didn't assign all of your roommates. Once you've reserved your beds, you will see your assignment and roommates listed on the next page. If for some reason you selected the wrong room, or you want to release your current assignment and browse again, you can use the Cancel Room link at the top to start over. This will affect your roommates as well. If your assignment looks correct, click Save and Continue. This page is your housing license agreement. We encourage you to read through this. You'll see the dates on the top for each term. As a reminder, the housing license agreement is for the entire academic year. After reading, you'll scroll down and click I agree. By clicking I agree, you're signing your housing license agreement and committing to this space for the next academic year. You won't be able to apply for another phase of room selection after this point. On this Confirm and Complete page, make sure you see the assignment you're expecting. Scroll down and click Confirm and Complete to complete your application and confirm your assignment. You will then be taken back to the Application Status page. You should see Application Complete next to Status. This page is just for your information. At this point, there's nothing else you need to do. Your assignment information will show here. If roommates are added later on, you can log back into the portal to see their information here. Once you've signed your agreement and completed your application, be sure to let your roommates know that they have been assigned. They now need to come back into their application to sign their own housing license agreement and complete their application. If you have any additional questions about the room selection process, feel free to contact the housing office at rmassign@andrew.cmu.edu or at 412-268-2139. Thank you for choosing Campus Housing.